It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, and Cleveland Browns Stadium. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defense at all saying is make them snap it again.
Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from Cleveland. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns led out by their quarterback, Deshaun Watson, the stardom early in Houston. Now his third season with the Browns, 8th season in the league, as Watson tries to get this Browns team going in this one.
There was a time, and it wasn't very long ago, Mike, that this guy was trending towards becoming one of the best quarterbacks in the entire NFL. He has to find a way to get back to stacking strong performances, one after another, and keep his team in the hunt. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out, but if he plays well, his team is always going to have a strong chance of winning.
On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. Yeah! They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Chubb. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Three plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Watson will make the read and holds on. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It'll bring up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away. Back deep is Darius Davis. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Chargers led out by Justin Herbert in his 5th season now, Greg, as the Charger QB, a guy we saw win the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing to get going, it's Herbert. That's the rookie from Georgia. It's Ladd McConkey. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
And we see a nice catch here by Ladd McConkey. And Mike, what really jumps out, and I can't stress enough how rare this is for young wide receivers in the NFL fresh out of college, is just how good of a route runner he is. And it doesn't matter if he's in the slot or if he's out on the perimeter. He can run any route from any position, and that sort of versatility is going to continue to get him opportunities in this Chargers offense. And then when he has the ball in his hand, every play can be a big one.
They face 2nd down and 7. Play action now. It's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball...
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Myles Garrett, the All-Pro, there to bring him down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Browns offense ready now for their second drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
To throw on 2nd down is Watson. Crazy. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
And this is exactly the Jerry Jeudy they thought they were getting when they went out and traded for him from Denver this offseason. Wasn't it, Mike? I mean, just can he be that reliable weapon in this passing game to just give a little juice to this Browns offense? And so far, the Alabama product, he has done just that as he picks up a fresh set of downs.
That one complete to Moore. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Watson going to give it to Chubb. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. Moore going in motion. They'll try to run it here, and it's Chubb. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt first time they had it, but they'll try again in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. He's on his way. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Pierre Strong on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Browns offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The key to this play here, Mike, is the anticipation of the snap. Watch how he's able to time the center, and when that ball moves, he hits it, gets through into the backfield, and he brings the quarterback down before the receivers even got out of their breaks.
On comes the punter now, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return, and that's where the offense will take over. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Herbert. That's to his tight end, the former Seahawk, Will Dissly. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's not going to get there again. Same player, same result. No gain, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
So, a little extra time to think about what to do on 4th down as we are through quarter number 1. The Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Chubb. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Moore going in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Watson. He's got his man, the tight end, David Njoku. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He'll go right back. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back. and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Chargers offense ready for this next possession. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Herbert. Brought in by the tight end, Hayden Hurst with the catch.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, Herbert. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to keep it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. On play action, now Herbert gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. A gain of 15 and a 1st down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. He slams it in there, and he is in. Gus Edwards. Touchdown, L.A. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, this is Strong. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns offense about ready to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Watson. That's caught left side by Cooper. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first.
And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. Here's a 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Watson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for. 3rd down coming up.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. This offense just can't buy a third down conversion right now, Mike, and if you're not going to have a lot of explosive plays, that's just not a formula for success. The ability to sustain drives, maintain possession, that's a critical factor in scoring points in the NFL, and so far, this has been about as bad as it gets.
Davis to return it, and he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Chargers offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That one complete to Johnston. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
He gets this one complete to Johnston. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. A throw on the move is caught. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. Throwing again, Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. Herbert to the air again. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Now Herbert again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we hit halftime, and the visiting Chargers are on top as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. We were treated to a fine first half from running back J.K. Dobbins. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Play action now. It's Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 33 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Shotgun now for Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. On play action, it's Herbert. He connects with Palmer on that one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They send him right out of the slot. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Throwing, Herbert. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
This play is actually really well defended here, but I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Herbert to the air again. And a good job rallying to the football. Hold him just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well,
and he'll take it on in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Chargers.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Dicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, this is Strong. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Watson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Watson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And that one incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They snap it to Watson. There's a short throw caught by Njoku.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Off the bootleg, here's Watson. Taking off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On 2nd down, shove. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Hopkins' kick is good. And the Browns are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. The Chargers offense, and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On play action, now Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. Third and long. On play action now, Herbert. He's got his tight end, that's Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the give, it's Edwards. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Just wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Now it's Dobbins. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Watson. To his tight end, Njoku. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's Dobbins. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. They'll stick with him again. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Open man is the tight end, Dissly. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Charger first down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It is brought in the end zone. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Point after now from Dicker. His kick is good. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, this is strong. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Watson to throw. This throw left is complete with Judy. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down. Here's Watson. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Right back to Moore, another grab. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now he'll run. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On first down, Watson. He'll look underneath here for Chubb. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Browns. Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns are able to cut into the deficit. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
Watson now on first down. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down. Now it's Watson. That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
To the air again. Watson. He's got it at about the 8. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Throwing again is Watson. This one caught at the 4. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense, over 300 yards passing in the game, and has been sharp right from the start. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.